Welcome to the Killa Boxing podcast. My name's Khalil. Guess what? We got a special guest today who needs no introduction, but I'll give him an introduction. He's not just the son of a legend. He's carved his own path from explosive debut at the SCG at our promotion.
Good
Remember
times.
we did our promotion to his latest to being a world champion. We got there, you know. And Tim, I think we're here to talk about your legacy, pressure, and what it takes to be a champion. You know what I mean?
Sounds
Are
pretty
you good with that?
Of course I
Okay,
am.
cool. I need to make sure he's all right with that. All right, cool. And I guess let's go back to where we started. We started this journey 10 years ago,
Yeah.
didn't we? You went professional 10 years ago, and then I think you watched that movie, Creed, yeah?
Yeah.
Creed
I
1.
think, look, we started before I actually turned
Yeah.
professional. Remember,
Yeah.
I was still an amateur, and we had some trouble getting fights.
Yep.
And again, the politics of boxing was hard. So that's when I guess me, you, and Chris decided to step on the gas and make a big decision, which has played in big dividends.
Yeah, I remember that time. We did 2 shows in 2 nights.
Yeah.
We did one show for the corporates, and you did one show for you.
Yeah.
And it was like with 2 shows in 2 nights, and we did it. And then you showed up the night before at the corporate night.
Yeah.
And you were like, "What do I do here? Don't worry, just go home and sleep. You got to fight tomorrow."
We got
Yeah.
it done. We got it done.
Yeah.
The good old early days.
We had a good crew. I think the good thing about our crew is that we had all our events were like when you were on the scene, but all our events we just had an idea. You came to me in to my work in 2015, I think. Yeah, 2015. In like this December or something, November. We used to see each other at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Remember we used to at Cogra?
Yeah, of course.
This coffee shop in Cogra. We used to see each other like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm not training at the moment." You were talking about like you're cruising. But then in 2015, you took over the gym, right?
Yeah.
Igor gave you the gym. And you said, "Look, I need to do something."
Yeah.
You came to me, "I need to do something." I'm like, "Yeah, what do you want to do?" "Man, we're going to do something like a fight. We're going to do like a little challenge. We need to build the gym up."
Yeah.
I go, "All right. I'm working full time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do this, but I'll try and help you." and then we got Chris involved because like, "Chris, man, always go to Chris if I need help." Like, "Chris, man, we got to do this something. Tim's now taking over the gym. I got to help him. Let's do this. Let's do something." We started this at corporate boxing fight camp.
Yeah.
Now we got our guys doing fight camp at the gym and your gym.
Yeah.
They're doing a program, but we started in 2016.
Yeah.
10 years ago, we did fight camp.
Yeah.
And it's still going on today.
Yeah.
And we did it to pump up zoo boxing because Tim took over the gym from Igor, and Tim was like, "Man, we need to do something." So I thought, all right, let's do this. Let's form a team and let's take over let's do this boxing camp. And we had about 50 people show up.
Yeah, I think it was a crazy time. I remember at that time actually. I just dropped out of uni. I just took over the gym. I was fat. But I was in a place where I grew up in. I was in a place where I was surrounded by everything that I've been with my whole life. So I remember coming to you at that time and saying, "We need to do something." I think it was a partner that I found with you to be able to extend myself, to be able to help me prove something. To who? Maybe to myself. But that was the start of the road to what ultimately became a world title.
Yeah. You weren't intended to fight because you came back from Russia, right?
Yeah. To a certain extent. I think it was always playing a part. I think it was always there.
So in the fight camp, let's tell us the story of the fight camp. So tell us the story from when we started the fight camp to the time you realized, "I'm going to fight again."
It didn't take long. It didn't take long. I think being surrounded in the gym ultimately gets the bug flowing back straight away. Being able to see boxing from a perspective on the outside, being able to teach people, being able to see the impact that it can make towards just the ordinary person. I was able to witness that from my own eyes, which ultimately got me back into where I wanted to be, and that was in the ring, and then everything really evolved after that, didn't it?
Yeah. I guess for you saw the guys. This is from my perspective. You saw the guys sparring, and you're like, okay, let me get in there with them
Yeah.
and muck around with them.
That's exactly what happened though. You know, there was some good guys there. They came in. Some were beginners. Some were a little bit better. And I remember hopping in there. I was like, all right, I still got it. You know, I still got it. I've been out of the game for 2-3 years, but now I'm back in the game. You know, it wasn't announced. It was just in the works. But it was. I knew where I wanted to head to.
Yeah, there's a few guys who were in the fight camp.
Yeah.
Got to witness Tim Tszyu's body shot
Yeah.
a few times. I think it was more like, oh, let's go. I'll jump in with you. Don't worry. And then all of
I
a
was
sudden,
supposed to be the coach, remember?
yeah. You were the coach.
Didn't end up being a coach. I ended up being a sparring partner.
Yeah,
So-
sparring partner, or pretty much bashing all the all the members. We had about 50 members at the start of the fight camp.
Slowly
We ended
started
up
dropping.
we ended about 10 at the end. 10 ended up competing. Yeah,
Yeah, but it was good times. I think it was the start, you know?
I think it was like you were in there. You weren't used to being a coach. You used to being coached, and then
Yeah,
suddenly
exactly.
you became a coach.
Yeah, and you see boxing
Mm.
from a different perspective,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. You're like, he's aiming for the body shot.
I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah. I guess going back to that, like you can see it. You see things like I've witnessed, because I've been around you for a long time, and I've seen you see things like was it because you think you were born with that talent to see things, or you developed that over time from training, or you got that from different people? Where do you think that you see that? Because you got that vision.
Yeah.
Like I used to say, Tim Tszyu sees things in slow motion.
Yeah. I think
You see things before they appear.
I think you're definitely not born with it.
Mm.
I think everything in life is developed
Yeah.
through years and years of repetition.
Mhm.
So everything that people see is developed through that. There's no such thing as just being born with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a young kid, I was always in the sport. I was always in the gym. There's certain things that just automatically I just do.
Yeah.
Certain shots that I just automatically see, certain movements. I think it's just through that. You know, I think repetition creates habits. Habits create instinct, and that's what you want to get to. Is create everything. Boxing is relied all through instincts, and that's the ultimate goal.
What was your biggest biggest influence on you when you were growing up, apart from your dad? What would you say would be the biggest influence on you?
I think the biggest thing for
Who
me.
influenced you
I
the
wouldn't
most?
say who. I'd say what influenced me.
Mm.
What influenced me was just to try to be the best version of myself, and see what I could get to. Later on in life, it actually started changing. I started to compete with my dad's legacy. I know it could be a selfish thing and a bad thing to say, but it actually what made me want to get out of bed, because I knew that if I can compete with the guy I grew up's legacy, and reach to those heights, then what me and him can do for our last name will forever be stamped in the history books. And that for me was a big motivator and big goal. And even to this day, that's exactly what I'm chasing.
Yep.
I'm still chasing Kostya Tszyu legacy to this day.
Chasing greatness.
Chasing greatness.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I think what's one lesson your dad taught you that had nothing to do with boxing, but
Look,
everything to
yeah.
do with being a man? Well,
My dad used to always say never give up. I don't know whether it's to do, let's say, if it's to do with boxing, if it's not to do with boxing, but that mental resilience to never give up, and to do things always hard. I remember one day my dad woke up and he said, "All right, today we're not gonna eat." As a kid, you grow up on a Sunday? What do you mean you're not gonna eat? Today we're not gonna eat. I go, why? It's gonna be a mental challenge, you know. And you know, when you grow up in that type of environment, you become a certain person.
Yeah.
When you grow up, and that's what it is for me. You know, always having different challenges. Even to this day, I finished my fight, and a week after that, I was prepping for a marathon. In my head, I was like, "This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be a runner for the next bit. For this next month, I'm gonna be a runner, and I'm gonna complete a big task that a lot of people need years and years and years of training for, and I'm gonna do it in a month." So, yeah, it's I guess always challenge yourself. I guess that's my dad's biggest advice.
And
Growing up,
I can see that you're still challenging yourself now.
yeah.
Doing a podcast with me.
Now, this is easy work.
Few softball, that's why. I'm just joking. Now I guess you're pushing yourself. Now you're challenging yourself in a different environment. You're challenging yourself now in the marathon game.
Yeah.
So, but does that come from always having to challenge yourself? Do you feel like you always have to challenge yourself?
Of course, I feel like everything needs to be a challenge.
Yep.
And you know, the thing is, even though my challenges could be sometimes much bigger than other people's, but everyone's got their own life challenge. For some person, if they're overweight, heading to the gym, getting rid of that fear factor, that's a challenge in itself as well.
Yeah.
You know, and I recommend everyone find something that they're scared of, find something that they're afraid, and find something and go do it. You know, and go and do it. And sometimes that's a challenge, you know. Sometimes people can't run marathons. I understand that, you know. But like a little example, coming into the gym, little example like that, or saying no to that piece of cake. Talking about you. Yeah, saying no to that. For you, it would be 2-3 pieces of cake, you know.
Yeah, I can't say no.
I think challenges are very important for people.
Yeah, of course. I guess that's what's something you're scared of that you're afraid of.
I used to be scared of losing. It used to be my biggest fear.
Are you still afraid of losing now?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I've accepted the fact that from losing creates growth, and you can only become better. And from that, you know, some people take it as a weakness. I take it as a positive. And other than that, I'm probably scared of cockroaches and lightning. I'm not a fan of those two things, I'll be honest.
Yeah, not many people are scared of.
And my missus. That's another one. Wouldn't want to fuck with her, man. Especially when she's angry.
Yeah, I agree. I guess it's fear factor. Everyone's got their fear factor, and I guess everyone's scared of something. And people who don't say they're scared of something, they're really just because being scared of something doesn't happen to be you're scared of something. You're scared of a thought, or you're scared of a situation, or you're scared to say something. You know,
sometimes you're scared of people's opinions, and sometimes that's hard on itself as well.
Yeah.
But when you get rid of and strip it all off, it's quite good.
Yeah. Well, I guess fear only creates a challenge, doesn't it? That's why you love fear, because for you go straight to the challenge.
I think you're supposed to have fear. It's only natural. You know, I remember going into certain fights, you want to feel something. You don't want to feel relaxed. When you go hit the bag, the punching bag, it's all good. It's nice and relaxed. Yeah. But when you go into the ring here, sparring or under the bright lights, and there is some sort of fear, the reward is so much more satisfying after. So with fear comes great rewards also, and from every fear there's always a positive outcome.
So when you go to spar, like for example, we used to be in camp, went to America.
Yeah.
We went to Vegas, for example. We had our training camp in Vegas. I was with you. We lived together and all that for about a couple of months.
Yeah.
But did you feel when you I know on the sparring days,
Yeah.
you were very quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kind of like wouldn't talk much.
Yeah.
And then on the days you weren't sparring, you were like
Yeah.
yapping, we're talking. But is it because you want to stay focused, or because you're scared, or what's the main thought?
There's a certain feeling.
Yep.
There's a certain nervous feeling. You have to be able to be able to deal with nerves. People try to steer away from nerves, you know, but sometimes you got to embrace it and feel it. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. These natural feelings always happen, especially when you're doing such big things, and if you're gonna do big events and if you're gonna fight on big stages, these things are always natural. So for me, sparring, yeah, of course I felt some sort of way, because it wasn't like hitting a bag or something like that. Was I overthinking? No, I wasn't overthinking. I was focused. I was nice and relaxed at all times. But I did feel certain things, of course, and again, that's what allows you to zonk in, focus, and allow you to work on your craft.
Yeah, what's the most nervous you've ever been?
Most nervous I've ever been
for a fight or spar?
Probably the Jeff Horn fight.
I was thinking about that right now.
Yeah.
Jeff Horn.
Really? Yeah. I was pretty nervous about that one. But also the early fights. The early fights is when you're fighting for a couple $100. You're also fighting for so much more than that. You're fighting in front of so many people for not much of a prize, and you're slowly just working, staying in that one line, and it's hard to see you get any results. So I think that one line is the hardest part. From 0 to 10 fights is probably the most hardest and most nervous feelings that you'll get. You're always, again, new to the sport. You don't understand exactly how to feel certain emotions. So I think that was the hardest time. But now it's like I was fighting at MGM Grand Garden Arena. I don't feel the same stuff anymore.
Yeah.
It's so much more different.
Yeah, I guess I remember those first 10 fights because I was involved heavily, and I was had to sell tickets and stuff like that. It was full on. It was like, but I remember the pressure that you had. And I remember a lot of the fights where I feel like a lot of the fights you overworked. I felt like a lot of the fights you weren't fresh for those first 10 fights.
Of course not.
Before you run down and you just come to the fight and you like, I feel that's, what do you think that was too? That you weren't that fresh?
I think my old school mentality, just being able to work non-stop until your brakes fall off. It's a blessing and a curse. To this day, I still find it hard to pull back. Even preparing for such big fights.
Yeah.
I'm still extra. If I'm doing, like, for example, if I'm in camp now, I'm doing a podcast at this, afterwards I'd be going for a run. Should I be going for a run? Probably not. I should be relaxing and getting ready for the next day. But just that overworking mentality has allowed me to be where I'm at now, I guess.
Absolutely. Well,
yeah.
Michael Phelps, right? Have you
Yeah.
heard his story? He used to swim in the morning for 3 hours, and he swim in the afternoon for 3 hours. Everyone would just swim in one session a day for 3 hours. He did 2 sessions a day.
Yeah.
3 hours a day.
No, I've always done 2-3 sessions a day.
Yeah.
It's
but no one in swimming was doing that.
Right.
He was the first guy to do that.
Yeah.
And he was like, and that's why he was consuming like 10,000 calories a day or something.
Yeah. Broke how many records?
Yeah. He became 18 gold medals.
Yeah.
He won 18 gold medals.
Well,
just because he just outworked
through hard work.
18 gold
That's
medals.
there is no secret formula.
Yeah.
The secret formula is to just work hard. Simple.
Yeah. He's the greatest athlete in history of the Olympics. That's at the Olympics have the greatest athletes ever. He's the greatest of the greatest.
Yep.
And he
trained.
outworked it.
Outwork.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I want to get back to the mental game.
Yeah.
You know? Just walk us through like fight week.
Fight week.
It's like you're in Vegas. You're at the MGM. You're gonna fight the MGM.
Yeah.
It's fight week. What's the preparation? Are you training that week? What's the work like? Guide us through that fight week.
Yeah, just in the mornings, nice and loose, relaxed. Go for my little coffee place. Usually during the fight week, I usually stay with my chef Omar.
Yes.
So it's just me and him.
Shout out to Chef Omar.
Yeah.
Best food ever. 'Cause I had to live with you guys for 6 to 8 weeks.
He's got some good meals.
He used to make a special dish for me.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Because Tim, you always missed the routine. You know?
Yeah.
You can, man. If somebody's out to snipe you, it'd be easy. It's 4 o'clock. He's going for it. Like it's 2 o'clock. He's going for his nap now. You know what I mean? You get him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's he's having those eggs, but like it was so much routine.
Yeah.
Where Omar decided to, because he had to get out of routine, make a special meal for me. Always, he had to always experiment with me, and food was amazing.
Yeah. Nah, Omar's the best in the business. Honestly, yeah. And so during fight week, it's just me and Omar. In all honesty, we go for coffees. Food is minimal. It's different, not minimal, but it's just different. We change the diet up. I usually do 1 session a day, nice and light, nothing too hard. Sometimes in Vegas we do a bit of shopping. That's what we did. We went and walked around Caesar's Palace and the Wynn, some shopping there.
Tell us. Oh, I don't interrupt you.
But yeah, besides that, and that's it, man. We come home and we kick it back.
Awesome. Well, tell us what happened. You spoke about Caesar's Palace.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened at Caesar's Palace one night. We went for a walk. It was a Friday night. We went for a walk at Caesar's Palace. Give us the story.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah? Were you there?
Of course I was there. What do you mean? I took a photo with him.
Yeah, so we're walking and I see the security guard. And I'm like, man, I'm looking at him like, that's like Floyd's security guard. And then out of nowhere, the security guard walks out. And then there's a bunch of them. And I look and it's Floyd. And he looks at me. And we both have eye contact. And he goes, like that. To me, he goes like that. Like, come here. So I came in like a puppy dog. whatever I got told. I'm like, I'm coming. Floyd just noticed me and he recognized me, obviously, said best wishes and stuff like that. This was before the Tony Harrison fight. I remember quickly got a photo and I was full fanboying. I was like, man, I'm ready to die now. Floyd Mayweather recognized me. My life's over. I'm good. I've accomplished what I wanted. So yeah, it was a big moment.
Awesome. I guess it was.
What did you do?
I was about to know.
You had the shirt on. Yeah, you had the TMT shirt on.
I'll give you the story from my perspective. Okay. I'm walking around. We're working every Friday. Tim loves shopping, right? He loves going shopping. We love you shopping. Every Sunday, it was Louis Vuitton Sunday. We go shopping. It was like window shopper. Yeah. Me and Omar just went outside, looking at our phones. When this guy going to come, like everything in the shop was minimum $2,000 US. So me and Omar just sitting outside, we're like looking at our phones, hanging out. We're waiting for him to come out. And he's looking at the.
Floyd used to do the same thing on Fridays.
Yeah. That's it. Floyd used to do the same thing. So I saw. All I know is I was just walking. I never walk with you guys. When you guys are walking, I'm walking a little bit back. I'm creaking back. You guys walking around, and I just walk my own thing. And I saw you guys. There's a group of people surrounding you guys. Man, what's going on there? And there was like all these big guys, security. And I'm like, everyone's, and then it was you, and then I saw your mum, chat to Floyd, and then take a photo of Floyd. I'm like, I'm going to get a photo too. Floyd Mayweather, man, fun. And you know what? I had my TMT jumper on.
Yeah.
TMT, that day, I don't know, I decided to wear it.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then they're like, security's like, no more photos, like push back.
Oh, no
and then,
way.
And then I'm like, and then I saw Floyd. I'm like, Floyd, I'm wearing TMT here. He's like, oh yeah, come over here. Let me
Did you
take a
get the
photo. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Come on. That day, I'm wearing a jumper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say that to me.
Yeah, at least you got it.
I think Chef Omar got knocked back.
Yeah.
He had the shit. He goes, wow. He goes, fuck Floyd Mayweather. He had the shit, remember? In the
course he
car, he was
did,
like, fuck that guy. Fuck him. And then like me and him like, yeah, bro, we got the photo. He wasn't very happy, Chef Omar. But we have to make sure we keep Chef Omar
He
happy.
wasn't happy another time, actually.
Yes.
You know Kendall Jenner?
Yes.
So
Yes, I
Kendall
was
Jenner,
there.
Kendall Jenner's security
I was there.
pushed him out of the way.
Yeah, I was there.
And then she walked through and he's like, fuck this bitch.
Yeah, I was there. We got kicked out of the restaurant.
Oh, God.
But the greatest moment, I think, Chef Omar, we were in, that we still live in this place in California, and we were egging him on to dye his hair. And we're like, we're gonna dye your hair, we're gonna dye your hair. We had no idea. We always put this stuff on his hair. We didn't know what we were doing. And he's ended up, the picture of blonde hair, it ended up being orange. So
What do you mean? You burnt his scalp.
With his scalp, yeah.
You burnt his scalp.
And
He
then
couldn't sleep that night.
Yeah, he couldn't sleep that night. He had the shits. He was very angry at me.
Shout out
specifically,
Omar. Shout out
because
Omar.
you know why he was angry at me? Because you're his boss, and Igor, he's not gonna mess with Igor. Who's the one guy who can take it out on?
Yeah.
Gilla copped it.
But you're the one that did it.
Yeah, I know. I did it. Then after that, he was not very happy.
Oh,
So
God.
I had to dye my hair too to make him happy.
And then I had to
Then
do
you
it
dyed
as
your hair,
well. Yeah, we all.
Then we had to call it the wolf
And then
pack.
Nikita did it as
Then
well.
Nikita just went, Nikita just
So
went
we
crazy.
all, yeah.
Nikita didn't need an invitation. He just came in.
I remember random people started dyeing their hair after that
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, it started
pretty big.
becoming like this cult.
I had it dyed for like 6 months.
Yeah, I know.
I went blonde. I went
Yeah,
completely
and you had
blonde.
your
Yeah.
glasses phase and
Yeah, with
It was,
all out.
yeah.
Vegas. Vegas takes a lot.
yeah.
It changes
When you come out of Vegas, yeah,
It doesn't say the
takes
same.
takes a bit of time to adjust, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially for you.
I'm always going back to Vegas. It's a second home, isn't it? You hate Vegas now, eh?
No, I'm over it.
Because it's all about
Yeah,
training
I'm
camps.
over it.
Yeah, well, let's go back to your mentality. Like, people always see the victories, celebrations, Tim Tszyu, world champion, But what about after a fight? After all the things are finished,
Yeah,
how's your mindset after a fight? Because I know as a boxer myself,
yeah,
win, lose or draw, after a fight, there's a down period.
yeah.
Because I get that dopamine gets dropped and I feel like I don't feel too good. I end up eating a lot and then I feel like, oh man, I ate too much food and stuff like that. But how do you handle it? Because you've been in the sport for a long time,
Yeah.
So how do you handle after a fight, win, lose or draw? Because usually it's the same feeling.
Yeah.
After a couple of days.
It's been different.
Mm.
I guess after my losses, life has been more clearer,
Mm.
and I've been more happier. Again.
Wow, so you're more happy after your losses
Yeah.
than your wins.
Yeah. It's a weird feeling.
Mm.
I think maybe the fact that you just see things clearer. You got a different target, different approach. When I win, I get angry. And I can't relax and I'm edgy and it's like, who's next? Who's
Yeah.
next? Who's next? Who's next? That's all that's going through my mind. It's like next task. Straight away. But I guess when you lose, you have a bit of gratitude for life. And sometimes the last time when I beat Joey Spencer, when I came back home, I had this angry feeling. I just won, fought in Newcastle. It was great. There was so many people. But yeah, when I got home, I was just angry. Didn't understand why. I was trying to figure it out. But the only thing I could have happiness from was gratitude that I didn't lose. And I felt a lot of gratitude from that, just to be sitting here, not from a loss, but from a win. So yeah, every fight's a different emotional roller coaster. you take the good with the good and the bad with the bad, and then you move on. At the end of the day, win, lose or draw, your life goes on, and the next day you got to wake up and be a better person. Your goals remain the same, or your goals get bigger, and the mission always doesn't die. It just keeps on going.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really, really powerful because a lot of people, a lot of young fighters, they go through that. They lose. They feel like, oh, it's over, or they have a, you know, I guess. Do you see yourself as a role model to these young kids who say, look, I've lost, it's over, but now you keep going. It's going to show them that they can keep going and they can continue to chase their goals and chase their dreams.
I think, look, for every person, the number one key and goal is to be the best version of themselves. What that is a mystery. What it could be is a mystery. And that's for every person to find out. In any endeavor, how big your business can grow, how much you can achieve in boxing, how much you can achieve in sports, how much you can achieve in life. There's so much, and just to be the best version of yourself, even if it means crashing and burning on the way, that's completely fine. That's how I've always approached it, you know. Go all in on everything.
Yep. Yep, you've done that because I remember we were running the gym together and you said, look, I have to now focus on my boxing career. You know, I think you had like 3 fights or 4 fights in. Yeah. And then you realized, shit, I have to go all in. Yeah. And you went all in and you succeeded. You became world champion. Yeah. Because you went all in. So it's a great example for everyone else to say, look, if I want to achieve something, I need to go all in on it. Yeah. It can't be just
with
half.
anything. Yeah. Anything. You know, there's no shortcuts.
Well, that's it. I am 100% with that as well. Yeah. You know, I'm with you on that because I think it's anything like with the fighters when they start doing 3 or 4 different sports, they're playing soccer. No, that doesn't they're doing work. This. It won't work. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't work.
But it's not just playing sports, but it's just I don't know, for anyone that's having a crack at anything they want in life, you know, they gotta really put it all on the line, you know. And I feel like boxing helps. Boxing allows that because it strips you from everything, strips you from your ego, and it gives you a different perspective. And a lot of people can learn from that and bring it into whatever the endeavor that they choose to apply it to.
Yeah, 100%. Boxing's helped me because boxing's helped me to stay focused because I know 100% it's our 1-year anniversary today. It's 12th of August. It's been
Congrats. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, bro. But it's been really hard. But had I not gone all in, I'd be all out. That's no way. A few times we thinking, man, you know what? I'll just book a plane ticket right now and go to Vegas and that's it. We'll just get out of here. Make a quick run for it. That was maybe 6 months in, but we survived. We stayed strong. We hung in there, and we're 1 year, and now we're like it's like I said. If I didn't do this all in, if I didn't commit everything to it and put everything into it, there's no way I'd make it for 1 year. There's no way I'd make it. Yeah,
you're gonna have hurdles and obstacles on the way. Yeah, but that's completely fine.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But look, I think you, Tim, you're a testament to a lot of people because you don't just go all in. You go all in, but you zoom in.
Too much.
Yeah, you zoom in. Too much. You zoom in. You literally put everything into it. Like it's like people don't understand. People think you're a boxer and you just fight and you train and then that's it. There's details, yeah? Yeah. Maybe share some of the details with us because not many people know these details that go into your training. People just know that you train and you fight or you train hard, you train 2 sessions. But what is the detail that happens away from training?
For me, I think it's maybe the sacrifice involved.
What kind of sacrifice? Like,
family, emotional, time away from pausing a time to have kids,
Mm-hmm.
pausing certain moments, certain significant birthdays, significant weddings, and all of that stuff.
But what about like the details? Asking like, what happens at night, or you know, you have to like get a massage, or you have to do this. Because I was with you in camp.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Like there's details. There's like
What?
Like you go have breakfast at this time. Breakfast needs to be finished by this time. We have to go coffee at this time. You have to come back for your nap at this time. Then you gotta have.
If people aren't used to it,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a shock to the system.
Yeah.
You know, and for example, my missus.
A lot of people won't be used to it.
My missus took her a bit to get used to.
Yeah.
She knows when it gets to a certain time,
It's lock in.
it's bedtime.
Yeah.
you know, it's no. Let's talk. How was your day? No. That's over. Do not disturb now, and we're going to bed. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Lights off. We're done for the day. Lunchtime means lunchtime.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't mean 12:30 lunchtime. It means 12 o'clock
That's
lunchtime.
right.
Yeah,
On the
exactly. On the dot. You know, I live a very like a
Regimented. Yeah.
and on weekends. Now I'd say not weekends. I'd say Sunday. It's the only time that I try and not plan anything. I wake up whenever I want.
Yep.
I eat whenever I want. Even on holidays, I try to do that.
And you go shopping whenever you want.
Whenever
on Sundays.
I want.
Look at the time.
Yeah.
Look, there's only one other guy that can do shopping like you. Sakio Bika. I spent.
No comment.
I will comment because I've been there in Florida. 3 hours in a shop. And then.
Doesn't buy anything.
Then buying.
That's like my
and then,
wife.
And walking out. Then come back in.
Oh no.
Because he made a change of decision, but then he still didn't buy.
Oh no.
And then I was like sitting there, and then I'm not gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it.
Poor kid.
He's in the shop for so long.
Suck, yeah.
We lost where we are. We couldn't find where the car was parked.
Oh, no.
So we couldn't find the car. So we spent about 3 hours looking for the car in the shopping center. So because it went so long, we were both. I was delusional.
There you go.
Yeah, I was completely. My head was spinning. I didn't know where I was. So yeah, I by the way, I hate shopping. I think most guys hate shopping, but Tim loves shopping.
No, I don't mind it.
Yeah, you love shopping. Yeah.
I'm like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yeah. Not Sakio Biko, yeah.
I'll buy something.
More Floyd Mayweather. All right, we move along. I want to do some. All right, when you get a red day off, I guess we
When I get what?
No, I was gonna say, when you get a day off, how do you fully switch off? But you told us, you really switched off. You go shopping, or you wake up whenever you want.
Yeah.
You're completely switched off, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's a hobby or a passion of yours that would surprise many people?
What is a surprise? But cars.
Yep.
Yeah. One of those things I like to do. I can get in the car and just drive.
What kind of cars?
Just whatever. Whatever, really. Windows down.
Yep.
No music, just the exhaust, and just drive wherever by myself. Scenic route.
Wow. Do you have a personal philosophy or a motto you live by, unrelated to boxing? Something personal. A motto.
Example, like what?
I don't know. Kill or be killed. I don't know. I don't know.
If you're gonna do things, do it properly. Even if it means if you're gonna crash and burn on the way up.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I wanted that highlight moment, you know. We can replay that for the next 5-10 years. That's what I wanted. All right, cool. What do you want to be remembered for? Championships or knockouts or the way you carried yourself? What do you want to be remembered for when you finish the sport?
Probably an example to people to have a crack at it. You know, like I've won a world title it sits nicely at home.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make me happy? No. When I see the influence that I make to people, that's number one for me. You know, so if I'm able to inspire the next person to do anything, even if it means crushing and burning on the way up, then I'm doing my job.
Well, you've inspired a generation, you know. So I remember when we had that discussion, and then your first 10 fights were the hardest. I gotta go back to 10 fights because we had a tough time. Because remember, no one really knew who you were. To be honest,
Yeah.
walking around Rockdale, no one knew who was like no one knew. And it was only that moment when, like, you had to just keep winning, and then because remember the Kostya Tszyu days were over, and there was a break. There was a new generation came out.
There was no platform.
There was no platform, so we had to build. You had to be built from the ground up.
Yeah.
People just think, oh, his dad, his name, but we don't understand the struggle we had.
Yeah.
With your career at the start was a tough one.
Yeah, and I don't usually say it much because again everyone has their own opinion. But yeah, the first 10 fights were hard.
Well,
And I was fighting for peanuts.
Yeah.
And all I did was to try pay the rent in my place and the gym.
Yeah.
That was my main goal.
Yeah.
And whatever it was, I was not splurging on anything because I couldn't afford anything. It was about to make sure I had a roof under my head and a gym to train under. And I think the big thing was that when you came into my life, it allowed me to become a professional boxer, you know, and I got rid of one expense that you took over and allowed me to become a world champion.
Well, that was the goal, wasn't it? We wanted to get you to the world title.
Yeah.
We did it. You know, we accomplished something we aimed to do.
And we're going to go even further now.
That's it. And I think that's what people have to understand, that to build a team, we had a team that everyone needed to go in the same direction. Everyone had to be in the same plan. Yeah. It was not you wanted the world title and I wanted to go to the gym. It was pretty much Tim needed to get to that world title. So we did what we needed to do.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't about the gym, it was about you getting the world title, and that's what our whole focus was as a team.
Yeah.
Team Zoo. That was the whole focus.
Yeah.
And we never sacrificed anything for that.
Yeah.
Everything was that. Everything else was second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole team had to be on board with that.
Yeah. Everyone around me had to understand.
Yeah. Had to be on board.
Yeah.
If you're not on board, you have to jump off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's what helped us, because a lot of people on the way, it became a bit too much for them. And then they ended up, we couldn't carry the ship with a lot of people, and things changed.
Yeah, sometimes you outgrow certain people.
That's right.
And that's completely fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. And people, I guess when time goes, people moved in different directions and have different priorities. And you needed to know that everyone in your team had the same priority, because if they didn't have the same priority, then it would affect the mission.
Yeah. And everyone's mission was for me to become world champion.
Yeah.
Including my private life at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Everything had to come second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how it was. And that's how it still is to this day. That's how it is.
Well, I guess everyone. Well, that's how it is for anyone that wants to make it. So I'm reading a book right now. It's called The One Thing. Right? I don't know if anyone's read it, but it's The One Thing, and it talks about balance. And it says there's no such thing as balance.
100%.
Balance is wrong.
100%.
Because the only balance you have, that means you're balancing so many things, you never get to anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The whole thing is to have one thing that you go for.
Yeah.
And that'll balance you out.
Yeah. And I remember, you know what, when I first started, my mum used to always try to convince me, you got to balance it out. You can't just be doing this, you know. No. You got to have a backup option. And I said, Mum, trust me, it's not going to work like that. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it properly.
Absolutely. You got to burn the boats. No. I guess All right. Well, what's the next big goal? What's one thing that gets you out of bed every morning to chase it? Because you're all about challenges. You have a very focused mindset. It's like the most focused person I've ever met in my life is you.
I'm not going to reveal too much.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going on a holiday.
Hmm?
I'm going on a little break to Japan. So after that, I'll exactly make up exactly where I want to, what I want to start accomplishing. But the next thing on my mind is history. You know, and to be in the history books in whatever way possible. So that's my next goal.
And with the history, I think you've already made history. I think you've reached that epsilon because you became a world champion, and you're the greatest. I believe you're the best fighter Australia's produced from Australia, because remember, your dad was not from Australia.
Yeah.
He's from Russia. You're from Australia. You didn't have 280, 300 amateur fights that he had and win world amateur championships. You came from 30 amateur fights, 32 amateur fights, and had no. You pretty much just fought in Australia.
Yeah.
And you had no. You pretty much had no international fights, hardly any international fights. You fought both domestic amateurs, and you came from that upbringing, from that to become a world champion.
Yeah.
It's like Australia's never had that, apart from Jeff Fennick, I can think of.
Yeah. Nah, but my history could be in different ways. So
Yeah.
we'll see where the paths will go. But
And you take 5 years off.
I'm not considered. I don't want to be considered as a great yet.
Okay.
It's too early.
All right. If you could have one dream fight against anyone from any era,
Gennady Golovkin.
Oof. Well, I think a few years ago that might have happened.
Oh man, I wish. Yeah, I wish. Or Zab Judah would be cool.
Oh yeah. Why Golovkin?
Favorite, one of my favorite fighters of all time.
Yeah. He's what's so good about Golovkin's style that you like?
Just love it. Kazakh power.
Because I remember you as an amateur boxer, and then you started as a pro. You were more of a boxer.
Yeah.
Distance. You had amazing distance management. Like unbelievable. You knew how to not get hit.
Yeah.
Being in a zone where you can just have a cup of tea and a coffee during the fight because you weren't going to get hit. But then you changed your style.
Yeah.
What made you change your style to become more aggressive and a come forward fighter?
I know this might sound sick, but I started enjoying seeing people struggling. So I could see the pain in their faces, and it was something thrilling about that. So I started to enjoy that part, and I wanted to keep inflicting that. And you know how boxing is. Sometimes that style doesn't work against everyone. And that's sweet, but yeah, I think I just enjoyed that part.
We became a very exciting fight after that.
Yeah.
And became Australia's biggest draw card.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah, you came.
And brought some cracking fights.
Yeah, you did. You definitely brought some cracking fights. I think you're clearly the most entertaining fighter Australia's ever had in terms of what you bring to the table. You know, like if you I've been telling everyone, if Tim Tszyu fights again, next fight, everyone's going to be tuning in because they know they're going to get some action.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But I think, I guess with people, doubters and naysayers and media, do you listen to that stuff? Do you listen to motivate you, or do you use that media and you block it out completely? What's your take on that? There's a lot of media surrounding you.
Yeah, I try. No, I try not. My missus looks into it, but
she's all over it.
Yeah. I go, stop reading up on it. There's too many things people keep saying. The thing is, whenever there's a Tim Tszyu article, it gets clicks.
Yep.
You know, a lot of journos that's what they want. It's all about clicks. Whoever gets the most amount of clicks. So I understand, and then that's part of the business.
Yeah.
So whatever, but no, I don't really read into it. And most people that do comment on stuff like technical stuff,
Armchair guys.
have they ever even thrown a punch?
Nah.
Exactly. So I couldn't really care less.
Yeah,
I do like I've seen a couple stuff, and I do find it quite entertaining. Some of the stuff that people come up with, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if I didn't know boxing, I'm like, all right,
Because
this guy comes up with some good stuff, you know.
because I'm pretty close to you, right?
Yeah.
So people come up to me and tell me, give me advice
Oh yeah.
to give to you.
Yeah.
But I never give to you.
Yeah,
But they tell me,
right.
he should have done this. He should have done that.
Oh, yeah.
Tell him next time you see him.
You should have thrown the left hook.
There's a lot of things that get told to me. I don't pass on to you.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah, right.
Tell Tim.
Give me one advice from someone.
Yeah.
What's one?
I don't know. He should have put his head on his chest.
Oh, right.
How about that?
Yeah. Why don't you go do it?
Yeah,
dickhead?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as you can see, there's people that have great ideas
Yeah.
until they get in the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's got a great idea until they get a punch in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's what
People are so stupid.
should have done this. Should have done this.
Yeah,
I'm going, mate. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Try being a boxer. Go to a training camp and then have a go. I want to ask you actually.
Yeah.
Would you go to middleweight? Somebody asked.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I would.
Okay, because you've been at junior middle for a long time.
Yeah, I've done it for a long time.
10 years.
Yeah, it's been long.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Will I for the next one? I'm not sure.
okay.
But I would, yes.
Yeah. Because I think you've been at the same weight for a long time.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah, it's
You
been
started
a long time.
actually your first fight is at middleweight.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you came down.
And then
from
it came down. Yeah.
All right, cool. And when you're done with the sport, what's you want to stay involved with the sport, or you want to just get rid of the sport? Or you want to stay involved? What's your plan?
Professionally, like in the boxing scene,
Yeah.
probably not. In the boxing business, maybe.
Yep. Cool.
Because I see what boxing does to people, and if I can spread that message, then yeah, I will do it.
Because you've been at the highest level, right? You've seen everything. You've seen the promoters, the managers, how they work. You can, so you can.
No, it's more about just the average person and how boxing can impact them, and exercise, and having a good diet.
Oh, okay. Different angle.
I see it from that angle, you know. I see mass. I see what the bigger impact you can make to the mass amount rather than the boxers. The boxers just stick with it.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Boxing's such a sport that gets you. Doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You come to the boxing gym, you train, you feel that feeling like you are a fighter.
The best thing about a gym is that everyone mixes, from young to old to fat, to the guy that just came out of jail to the guy who's a policeman. Everyone mixes, and that's the best thing I love about it. And if I can bring that energy to all over the world, and people feel that and come inside a boxing gym, doesn't matter what boxing gym, but to just feel that, it's just it's a great place. That's what I love for. I love what you do for your gym.
Community.
The more people that come in and feel this sport, it's a good thing. It's not about coming in and trying to bash each other up. It's just being comfortable, hitting the bag, getting your heart rate up, mixing it up with different people. You know, it brings good energy and can bring so many positive influences into your life. You know,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we've done it. At Zoo Boxing, we did it for so long. It was such a. It becomes your family, your second family, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty much your second family. When you're around people, you see every day. You see them more.
Yeah.
Than see people at home.
Yeah.
So pretty much you see them every day.
Yeah.
you know, same with my gym. I see him everyone every day. I see him, like Zola. He's not here today. Where's Zola at? You know, and there's like you form that bond.
Yeah.
And it's a go-to place.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what's going on outside,
Yeah.
at work or during the day. At least you can go to a place where everyone knows you
And you feel comfortable.
Yeah. You know, it's better than It's a great community, great feel, and when you have that, it's like it's powerful because it's not just I'm just getting fit. I'm also socializing. I'm connecting with people.
Yeah.
I'm going to a place where people know me.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean,
for sure.
Better than going to the pub after work.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, hang out, have a couple of schooners. You know what I mean? I was thinking about that today.
No, of course,
like,
of course.
People go to the gym, well, they could be going to the pub.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the little decisions you make.
Yeah.
You know, the substitutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is awesome, Tim. If you're gonna look, I was gonna ask one more question.
Yeah, go.
If you're gonna rematch someone, who would it be? If you had a chance to fight again with someone that you already fought with, who would it be? If you had to write it over, I thought, if I just want to get one more time against this guy, I think I'll.
I don't know.
Jeff Horn?
No, that was easy work. I'm not sure actually. Probably right now Murtsalayev.
Murtsalayev, yes. That's what one guy messaged me today. Please ask him this question.
Yeah.
If he's going to fight Bakram again.
Yeah. If it's not with the rehydration.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Tell us about that fight, that rehydration on that fight.
Yeah, it was just.
How many people know these rules?
Yeah, I had to be 10 pounds morning after, and in all honesty, usually I put on around 20 pounds. So I had to be 10 pounds lighter, which meant I couldn't drink a certain amount, I couldn't eat a certain amount, and I already starved myself to get to that weight. I've been on that weight for 10 years, you know, so it's like my punch resistance was gone, you know, so first shot that I got hit with, I was out, you know, and I was just a dead man walking. But I kept getting up.
Yeah, you kept never give up. Yeah. And I think you're a testament to everyone who in sports and who's gone down and always got back up. Yeah. You showed that, man, I'm gonna get back up. That's the
main thing. That's the goal.
And I think in the future, I think these people are gonna look back at this and what you've done in your career and say, this guy's done something that no one else has done in Australian boxing.
I hope.
I believe that.
Thanks, Killa.
No worries. Well, yeah, everyone's saying wrap it up, but I'm gonna wrap it up now, Tim. But
thanks, Killa, bro. Been a pleasure talking to you.
No, awesome pleasure to talk to you too.
And congratulations on 1 year at the gym, and I hope many more years, and I hope many more different ventures, of course, and I hope more and more success coming your way.
Appreciate it,
and
Tim.
I'm always on board with you. You know that.
Appreciate it, Tim. I know that's like I said to you, Tim. You're a champion. You're an amazing person. You are an inspiration to many people. But also the way you focus, the way you're disciplined, has inspired many people, including myself. And how you've zoned in to win that world title and become a world champion, literally from taking time off to come back into the sport you did 5 years ago, and then come back straight into as a pro boxer, and then going on to win a world title, has been remarkable. And I don't know if I told you this, but you are the best athlete I've ever seen, because I don't know if anyone knows this, but Tim Tszyu can play any sport and destroy anyone in any sport. We play basketball, we play touch footy. Can't catch him. Basketball, you can't stop him. I don't know. He's a freak of an athlete, and whenever we played sports, we played it every Friday afternoon at Zoo Boxing. Like, it would always be against each other. Man, I would win sometimes, but he'd win about 90% of the times.
John, if you're watching, You know,
Yeah.
you know who's your papa
Yeah.
in basketball.
Him and John just competing. I gave up. Said him and Jonathan, one of my fighters, end up going at it, and they go at it non-stop. Yeah.
It's easy work.
But Tim, it's been a pleasure. You're an amazing guy.
Thanks, Killa.
I'm always in
Appreciate
your
it.
corner. Like I
Appreciate
said,
it.
I'm always in your corner. I'm
no.
always with you. You need me, I'm there.
Always.
And you know what? It's going to be an amazing podcast. We're going to get those clicks, baby.
Let's do it.
We're going to get those clicks. I'm just joking. We're going to get those clicks.